Hey, thanks so much for being here. Welcome or welcome back. This video is going to be, in case you didn't know, about my obsession with my Sterling ink planner. So if you're interested, I hope you stick around. I decided that I wanted to go back to the simplicity of just one planner this year. I did attempt it to do it last year in 2024. It didn't work as well, but it did prepare me to at least get started or sort of define what is it that I was going for. And I'm thinking that this year is the year that I can say safely that I have achieved the one and only planner system. So I did, that I call it my hybrid just because I do have a main one and then I have a companion that usually is either a rings pocket, which I have shown you before, my hybrid system. So if you're interested, I'm going to link any of those videos below. But the main core planner has been this one, and I am obsessed with it. I feel like I have achieved what I have been trying to for at least 2 years since 2022 when I moved into a Hobonichi Weeks. I did use the Hobonichi Week as my main planner, but that was the year that I started adding more planners to my system. And while that helps to compartmentalize, I guess, or separate areas of my life that I want to see separate one from another, and I still do that, I think I lost the main goal of the planning. It was truly to plan my life in a clear way in just one area where I can refer back to clearly and find everything that I need to find in one place. And that's what I was missing throughout at least most of 2022, the entire 2023, and also most of 2024. When I go back to when I started doing the archive, which I did not too long ago, I will link the videos below if they're published already about my archiving process. But when I did that, I realized that my notes and my plans were all over the place. And that was another reminder not to let myself go that rabbit hole again in 2026. So this is my attempt to make sure that I am staying focused on my way of planning and my goal with a planner. Not only because I find it therapeutic, I guess, or like helpful mindfully. It helps me to disconnect, even though I am planning and I'm adulting, sort of like keeping track of what I have to do. It gets me to be a little bit more creative, or I try to make sure that it is a little bit more creative. I use my stickers, I use doodles, I add colors, I go in and add random notes. Like here I was doing some health research or healthy eating, sort of listening to podcasts and other videos and what people recommend, and just making it my own, something that is useful to me, but in a way it also helped me with that creativity sort of approach. So when I look through these pages, I see a planner that has been lived in, that has everything in one area. So if I need to go to the beginning of the year, I can easily go here and I can see when was what I was doing on December, and this is December 2024. So it started a little bit earlier, but it has everything. So January, February have been in here consistently every single month, every single week, every single day. So I feel truly content, and a lot has to do with the actual planner. I know that Catherine came out with very good designs for this 2026 lineup, and I have been tempted. I'm not gonna lie. But I do also know that I can function just fine with redating an older version. So that's why I got the B6 Slim from this year, 2025, when she rolled out her sale on the planners. This is one of the full year options in the B6 Slim. The only thing that I did compromise was in the color. I wanted it to be the green. It's not onyx. Onyx is the black. I forgot the name she gave it, but I wanted the green version. And I'm okay just trying out the camel for this year, and hopefully for 2026 I get to get my hands on a green one if I'm still obsessing with Sterling ink, which I'm pretty sure I will, because it checks every single box. So again, this year I have enjoyed that everything is in one place, and not only that, but the feeling of the planner, the pages, the paper, it has been amazing. This is a Tomo River paper. I know that the Tomo River has different issues, had changes, I guess, in 2023, I want to say. And the paper is not necessarily the same that we have been accustomed to before, but to me, the paper feels just the same. Even I got this one this year. It feels just the same. I'm not sure if she changed this for this lineup, if it actually is changed completely for 2026. And I don't really care because, again, I'm not necessarily a fountain pen person. I do have one. I used it every now and then, and that was it. It's just too much of a work for what I do. So I decided to go for a regular gel pen, and it works just fine. So yeah, so the flexibility of the paper, the ability to have so much in one place because of the thinness of the paper, the color, which is not necessarily yellow, but it's not true white either. It is the perfect color. I did round the edges, so I will definitely do that on this one because it's just my preference. It's not something that is a deal breaker, but it's my preference, so I'll definitely do that. And again, just having everything in one place. The only thing that I think I will like to try that I wish it was already on here, but it was something that she released for 2026, is having everything stacked in an area. So having the monthlies, the weeklies, and the dailies all together, and then starting over the monthlies, weeklies, dailies. I kind of like that setup because it avoids the flipping back and forth. So in here, for example, since mine is so chunky, I have to go here, which I'm assuming that it still happen regardless of where the placement is, but it maybe is less, I don't know. So if I'm here on the monthlies, since it is so chunky, I don't necessarily have support on the left, so I have to grab a chunk from the other side of the planner. Let me see if I can find a way to show you easy. So I have to grab a chunk, fold it in itself, and give it some support. So try to fold it in a way that is even towards both sides and support it that way, which is another reason I love this planner, because the spine is so given that you get to do that, and it's not necessarily disruptive for the actual planner. It does bend it a little bit, but it's not necessarily something that it's a deal breaker. It's not going to break apart or anything. So the ability to do that and allow myself to support my writing is definitely another reason I fell in love with this planner. So yeah, I can flip it around however I need throughout the pages and the sections, and it supports itself. So it's definitely a plus. I decided to take it out of the cover. I don't even have it here. I did get me a sort of like a traveler's journal. I got it to show you. See, he's a traveler's, I think it's like a traveler's company sort of setup. So you have the leather cover, and then you have the 3 bands in the middle, so you can add your booklets, your planner, or whatever. I started using it, but I found that it just makes it more bulky than what it is already. And also, since I do have to kind of flip the planner in itself, depending on where I need the support, I have to be taking it out of here all the time. So it just kind of got bothering, but it fits just perfect. And I really love having it here. It just gives it a home, you know, and if you want to protect your cover, if you were to have some other embellishments or anything in here, it kind of gives it that extra protection. So I am planning on having it around. I might even start using it with my B6. And since this one is smaller and it's not chunky yet, I can add some other inserts in there. So that's an option there for me. Another reason I fell in love with it is because of the ability to have everything in here, including every day of the year in a single page. I did use it separately, so sometimes I did use a small space for my day. Some of the times I use more, so I have more days around or a little bit more space for one day and things like that. But it does have the entire year available for you to arrange it and use it as you need to. I have been able to add different, not only daily notes and journaling, memory keeping in here, but I have been adding other entries like this, which is not necessarily journal. It's just my research notes about this. I added some homeschool tracking in here. I added live data tracking as well. Back here somewhere, I have plenty of trackings in here that are not necessarily journal related, but I was able to do that because of the ability and the space and the amount of paper that she still adds towards the daily pages. So definitely another reason I fell in love and I'm obsessing with it. I can't wait to move to this one and see how it grows. I also cannot wait to see the difference between how much of a difference can make between the slim versus the regular B6 and see how they both compare at the end of the year next year. I already went and added the tabs of the sections that I definitely want to add. I did that audit video with you, so if it is available, I will link it below in case you want to go through that with me. I went through all the sections and analyzed which ones helped me, which ones I really want to give a try again, which ones I am leaving behind because they didn't do as I was expecting, and all that in that chatty video. So I will link it below in case you want to take a look. And yeah, after this one, I will be probably setting this one up very soon. I'm thinking I might wait until around mid-November. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll set it up before then. But definitely I hope that you like and subscribe so you can be notified when that video is up. I will be sharing all the details with you, how I'm setting it up, what I'm using, and all the things. So hopefully until then, you stick around and watch the other videos. I do have a full playlist of all the videos for this year in case you want to gonna go back and see all the videos that I have, all the planners that I have been going through this year. I also did a video about my entire collection of notebooks and planners that I'm planning on either releasing before this one or after. So take a look around my latest videos to check that out. It is a full video, almost 40 minutes of talking of and showing you every single planner and notebook that I have in my collection. So hopefully you find that interesting and entertaining in some way. And yeah, anyways, I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.